Okay, so welcome back, and we're just gonna take a little, or we're just gonna save this, and we're gonna take a little look at skill points, because skill points plays a huge factor in this game. Now, you have your level. I'm currently level 5. I only have $26. You have to kind of obviously sell things to earn money and plant things and all that kind of stuff to get to a higher position. So what you want to do is hit tab, and then you want to come to your skills, and this is your skill tree. So you've got one for these are like for fast learning, wooden tools, and your pet course. So like these are your available points for that. And then you have your specialists, like your woodcut and your stonemason and your professional miner. And then you have all of these, which is kind of like your survival skills, like thick-skinned, professional trapper, knife master, weapon master, whistle. By the way, that is like, oh, so important. To be able to whistle for the horse is pretty good. Archer and stuff like that, because you're not going to have your gun right away, and I think that's a mistake I made, is I need to actually go and get a bow and arrow. Now, if you come over to management, it shows you a little bit about your buildings that you have already, the settlers that you have. So we have Francesca, and she currently has no workplace, and she's at the ghost town, which is our town. None, and so like you can change that, and you can put her on the. We're just gonna try and get her to do this, and there she goes. She's got a job. She's going to do that, and that's that. Now for transportation, you have to buy one of these. Now that's like a small wagon. You get standard wagon, you get big wagon, and these will transport your goods from other areas. So for instance, like if you had the lumberjacking here or the stone mine here, then you set that transportation up, and it goes straight into the shed or whichever building that requires it. Storage just gives you kind of an idea what's sitting in the storage, and then your missions, and this is the missions to level up the I had to bring I got that one. I got 10 redstone. And that will level up the city. So we gotta bring 10 units of iron, 10 units of corn seeds, 10 units of redstone, and reach population of 3. Have this city, well, +1. Now you're, right, where is it? And on your skills, there is another one. I'm just trying to find it. Oh yeah, technologies tree. Technology tree is important because this is how you're going to be able to build better. You're going to be able to unlock things that will allow you to progress, and you have to be careful what you're doing with this, because I made the mistake of just grabbing things I thought was cool. So for instance, we got the engineer 2, which is the carpenter shed, which means that we can have the carpenter open, but this will have an engineer's tree, a farmer's tree, and a manager's tree. And the manager's tree is kind of important because these all have different things that you want to earn and work towards. So for instance, if you want the blacksmith, that's 4 points. If you want the stone mine, that's 3 points. So these are things that you need to consider when you are upgrading yourself and you're leveling up. You can level up by cutting trees, mining, building things, repairing things, completing quests, and so forth. Now, I believe I've just gotten the carpentry shop, which is this building here. So ideally, I remember, or is this not the carpentry? I might have the wrong building actually. No, I'm pretty sure this is carpentry. Quickest way to check is you can always go to B and then go to build and go to your city, and then you can go through your different areas. So we're going to city buildings, city warehouse, pantry, dry copper, workshop 1. I think it might be workshop 1 I've got. Yeah, it's workshop 1 I have. Okay. Oh. Didn't mean to place that there, but... So for this you'll need 7 logs, 6 stone, and 12 sticks. And that'll give us the workshop 1, and then we will upgrade to workshop 2, and eventually so on and so forth. This is workshop 2 over here, and each of these will have to be, this is the barn, and each of these have to be fixed up. But for this session we're just going to do the first workshop, and hopefully that'll give you an idea, and if we level up then I should be able to show you more. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. I personally enjoy this game. I'm so sad that they've abandoned it, and the reason I can say that is there's been no updates for over a year for this game. I think it just got completely trounced with bad reviews, and they just gave it up, because Terrascape seems to be like one of the bigger ones that they do with this particular publishing company, gaming publishing company. And then you've got the fact that they also do Medieval Dynasty. Medieval Dynasty's just had its anniversary and it did really, really well. So I wonder though if this will pick up more steam, considering there is a lot of like Western stuff on television right now, and I wonder if that's going to inspire people to kind of pick up more Western themed games, because sometimes media does impact what we see getting played. So I'm wondering if that's going to be an influence that we'll see in this. But I'm doing the how-to videos so that you guys can learn. So even if you discover this and, you know, I've finished the game or I'm not playing it anymore, you at least have a how-to that you can refer to that's new. It was put out in 2025, so it has probably the most up-to-date information that you can possibly get. Now I need stone. I also really need a hammer again. Okay. I do like the fact that this was console and PC. So I think on console this would probably have been a bit easier, but what I like on PC is the fact that I can scroll in and out. So I use the scroll wheel and I can see him walking. I scroll in and I'm in his head and I can see. And I like that we have that as an option, because the quantity of times that I find myself being like, what's going on? I can't see, is actually kind of... Camera angles has been a big issue that I've had with a lot of games recently. So yeah, it's nice for that not to be the case in this game, at least. Now, I think that they should have better explanation on the camera stuff, yes. Because the explanation wasn't there and I had to get help to adjust the camera angle so I could even see what I was doing. And I think if you're just jumping into it, you want to be able to just jump in and play. And that was the only thing that I found lacking in this game at the very beginning, was I felt completely like useless in a way, because I didn't understand like what it was I needed to do or what I could do to sort of improve the situation. So you know, that's something to consider, that you might have some struggles with that at the beginning. But essentially, if you're on the PC, it's your scroll wheel. Just use your scroll wheel when you're going in and out of buildings. You know, things like that can happen. I am just getting rid of all this extra weight that I have. that I don't need. So I'm guessing I'll have to go to the mines and get stuff out of there. For the initial other parts. Okay. Now, I think I will put the crop section over here by this house up here. Because we need like a kind of an easy farming area. But the only thing is it's not that flat up here. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll just put it here for now and then we can always move it to a better spot later on. That is not what I wanted. Ah! Yes. I'm pushing X to cancel. Oh, it is. I don't know what's going on. I'm stuck. And this is what happens when you get stuck and you're building stuff. You just sometimes have to exit and come back in. Or if you get really unlucky, the game crashes on you. But no, that was just because it was stuck. It was like overloading itself. So yeah. Something to watch out for and understand. Okay. Alrighty. Now, obviously the workshop is not there because we didn't save. So we'll have to put the workshop back in. What I want to do is put it here by the well. Oh, I clicked off. I clicked off the game. So you can just see, like, it is a little touchy-feely kind of thing. But no, this is probably the easiest way to build the workshop. Once you've done your skills, because I know this was the episode for skills, you can then start building on your projects. For me, I've done some missions. I've still got some to go. I should get more once I complete Dreams and Memories. But this should give you a rough idea of what to expect. If I can get this tree. It should give you a little bit of an idea. Now, obviously with this game being out at this time, I am trying to work with old information to give you guys the latest information. So there hasn't been any bug fixes for nearly over, well, it is over a year. It's coming up to 2 years now. So, which is really sad. I don't really understand why they've done that, but okay. Now what we're gonna do is put in the workshop. Oh, I didn't do the skill. So I have to redo the skills. Okay. Alright. Okay, so when you go to your skills, you go here to technology. Now, we want this, the engineering tree, because we're going to need to get other things like the blacksmith and then on to the seamstress and stuff like that. So this is already with us, and then we already have the barn ability, the dwell, and the hair, but we also need to do the management. So we're gonna do this, and that should allow us to build that. Now hopefully, if I'm not mistaken, since we do have, we should be able to fix this up, but it's not. So what we might need to do is go here. That's the planting, water, stables, city building, pantry, warehouse. I'm looking for the barn, which might be here. Nope. Oh, we don't. We definitely don't want fencing. Barn. Okay, what we're gonna do is exit this, go here. Let's see if I can cut it down and start again. No, it didn't let me. Okay. Right. I do have a hair bench, a hair cage over by. Just refreshing. Okay. No, it's not letting me take this down either. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is come here and we'll start the planting for the farming at least. Production, nope, that's the cool stuff. So crops, and we want this. Cannot create a plot field here. Oh, there we go. It was too close to the house this way. Okay. Now we go to home. And you want to just do this, and that pretty much clears it. Like so. And then you want to try and plant seeds. Now, I don't think I have seeds on me. Probably put them all in the warehouse. Yeah, I need to empty my inventory anyway. Okay, dokes. Because I had to reload, it's essentially put everything back. Okay. Right, so. Gotten rid of that, which should make moving around a little. Oh yeah, that makes it a little bit better. Okay, so I want to see if there was bean seeds in there. Okay, so we're looking for. Would be under food. Yeah, we have bean seeds. We have beans, but it's better than nothing. inventory and... Okay, so I think I have to get corn seeds. Alright, let's go get corn seeds. Ugh. All this just to get planting started. So weird. I forgot I didn't have any corn seeds yet. This is the quickest way to the settlement, is just to cut across the rougher ground. There is a road you can follow, but this is just quicker. And eventually you will do your, you'll do up this settlement, so this will be like a separate town. Over time. I think it's over here I get them. I don't remember if it's this guy or the other one. Now looking for corn seeds. 1, 2. I only got 2 patches, so I'm only gonna take 2 corn seeds. I love that my horse is called Orn. I have a friend called Orn. And I didn't pick the name of the horse, it's just the name he came with. But it felt poetic. I was like, oh, I'm playing the game with Orn. See if we can get these seeds in. And then, because I think they are like, they're done by seasons and stuff, so. Okay. Oh, I don't have fertilizer. That would be a good start. I think I can make it in. Where's the... I do need to build the workshop because I need to... Oh no, I don't. I can make it at the bench in the house. Alright, okay. Fertilizer. I need dung for that. I should have bought dung while I was there. But we'll sleep and that'll... Oh no, it's not evening yet, apparently. Okay. Go back and get dung. Can't believe this. Ugh. It's typical. In next episode, I hope to know where the prickly pears are, and then I'll go get those, and that'll be another mission that we can get off the books. This one's a little longer. Trying to figure this one out. I do apologize. I will try not to do as long as how to. But essentially, so you hoe the ground, you fertilize it, and then you plant seeds. And I think that's kind of where I was going wrong with the beans as well, is because I didn't have fertilizer. So we want to... Can't believe I'm buying poop. It's a very weird situation. Okay, so, and I need to try not to buy too much because The problem is if you buy too much, you'll lose all your money. And right now we don't have a good way of making money. So that's something that you need to be aware of in this, is it's very difficult to make money. And if you sell the wrong thing, because this game is so tight on direction, progression, all that kind of stuff, you can't really find loopholes as well, or ways to break the game. It can be incredibly difficult. So it's something just to keep in mind, and hopefully you will be able to not make the mistakes that I made. This is obviously like, I think, attempt 2 of trying to play this, so it's always worth, you know, doing what you can, but also being aware that you need to be careful that you don't make mistakes like I do. Alright, so we've got that done. Now I should get the fertilizer on that, and I should get the corn seeds in, and okay, and now sow with seeds, and yeah, can't do the beans, so we'll do that, and then fertilize, sow, and corn seeds. So we got the 2 corn seeds up and running, and that is pretty much all there is to like the crops and the skill points. And we've covered a little bit of a lot in this episode, but you're looking at, you've got your skill points set up, you've seen how to get the farming done and what the steps are to do the farming. So that should be hopefully a helpful episode, or helpful how-to episode. I want to thank you for dropping by, and I will see you guys soon.